ladies and gentlemen, to a live edition of the Speak On It podcast. I'm your host, Big Mike. We are broadcasting live post-game coverage, NBA Eastern Conference Finals Game 1, Celtics Heat. Heat get the dub in Game 1. We're going to get right to it. We're going to bring in the panel. I got the mad producer, podcast Poppy in the building.
We're out here putting in the work, act like we never left.
My man Breezy in the building. Back. We got our special correspondents in the building for tonight. All the way, we got our special Boston Celtics commentator for the evening, all the way from the OTTR podcast. Shout out to the guys at OTTR. My man Blackhart is in the building. What's going on, man?
Well, I'm back. You sons of bitches. But only one time only. Well, I guess we made it out the series. I guess. Limited edition, yo. Late night. We here, folks. Let's do this.
And all the way from, I don't know if he's in Miami yet. I don't know. But I know he's feeling good right now. My man, Miami Heat correspondent, my man Frenchy's in the building.
Yeah, I'm back. You feel me?
So, yeah, gentlemen, we know why we here, man. Heat take Game 1, 118-107. Jimmy Butler went off as usual. And, I mean, Boston played well. I thought Boston played well, but I thought Miami just played a little bit better. And I agree with the panel. I think we're going to be in for a long series. But what are your thoughts? We got the two correspondents. I'm going to let y'all have the floor. So Heat won. So, Frenchy, I'm going to let you go first.
I mean, you already know. Same thing I've been saying, you feel me, since the beginning of the season, bro. We got a deep team. You feel me? We get effort from every single player. And, you know, some guys going to have some off nights. Like Depot ain't have his night, but it was Gabe Vincent night. He's been balling all playoffs. I mean, obviously, we don't even got to talk about Jimmy Butler. You feel me? You gotta talk about that man with respect. That's James Butler. You feel me? You feel me? That's James .B, and the B stands for bucket. You feel me?
He'll tell you that's not his name.
You feel me? You know, Boston did play good though. I can't say they didn't. You know, Williams he looked gassed. You feel me? He needed to get his win back under him. But besides that, man, I mean, you already know, man. The team balled out, team defense. PJ Tucker out there disrupting everything. I mean, you already know how I feel. It has to be Tatum and Brown to beat us, and I don't think they could do that. It just has to be them two by themselves. Nobody else. We're not gonna let nobody else beat us.
Blackhart.
All right. So, Frenchy, I understand where you're coming from. Looking at your team right now, one person had 41 fucking points, and that was the main star, Jimmy Butler. So I give him credit for that. Without him being on that team wouldn't be the way that they are right now. Let's just say that first and foremost. Now, I gotta give respect to him because after the second half, they shut down Tatum to the point where now you're doubling him. Now you're using a lot more physicality towards him. And then now you have Brown stepping up, but he was getting himself into some situations where what the fuck was he even trying to do? Now, let me remind y'all, Marcus Smart's not playing because of his foot injury, so him is out. And now Al Horford's been out through the health and safety protocol, so he's going to be out for the next, I think 2 more games. So he won't be available to maybe game 4. And that seems like a long stretch from that. So Tice and Williams is going to have to step up the game when it comes to the paint. But more importantly, you got to watch out for that little bugger over there named Tyler Hero, bro. But everyone else on that team can contribute at least a good 10 to 14 points each themselves. So Jimmy got the help he needs, but Jimmy doesn't always have to go for that 45 piece, unless if he has to. Now, he came out with like, oh, this motherfucker trying to upstage me in my backyard? Okay, let me see how I turn this shit up on him. And he scorched the earth. So I give Jimmy his props. Still game 1. I'm still calling it down the line. It's still going to be a 7-game series. It's going to be a dogfight again. Next one, depending on the situation with Marcus and Horford and anything else. I don't know. We might have to be waiting till game 3 to try to make some noise.
That's kind of how I see it, where I think Miami's going to take care of home court, and then Boston's going to take care of home court, and then it's just going to be whoever punches who first and who's going to lose. But, like, Jimmy's stat line tonight was ridiculous. Not even just, like, shooting the ball. He shot 12 for 19 and then 17 for 18 from the free throw line, but 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks. Like, he played a complete game. If you take a look at Tatum on the other side, 10 for 21, 2 for 9 from 3, 7 for 9 from the free throw, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, 1 block. Also played a great game, but he had my favorite stat of superstars in the playoffs, 7 turnovers. Can't have that, and especially when you lose by 11, 7 turnovers is potential 14 points.
Yeah.
Like that alone is something that costs you a game. I got to see it firsthand, Boston versus Brooklyn. Kevin Durant averaging 6 turnovers a game. Like, that could be the story of this game, because the second halftime came up, they went on like a 23-3 run and killed all momentum.
Yeah, it was 22-2, but then they went on a 9-2 run on Boston. So, like, it was a really close game, man. Really close game, and it's going to be a close series the whole time. I would like to see how it's going to look once these boys are fully healthy going against this Miami team. Once they get Horford back,
Boston needs Marcus Smart.
But see, that's the thing. I don't think they're gonna get healthier. They're gonna keep getting banged up. Like, it's not like you're playing a finesse team in Miami. Like, Boston is playing a physical team in the same way they're physical.
But the same way that you do with Miami as well. We both are playing at the same physicality as are right here, right now. So I think if anything, these two teams should have been tied for first, and then it really would have been like, oh shit, now what the fuck do we have to go from here? Type of speech. That's why I'm like, all right. I totally agree with you say with the whole physicality. That's why I said earlier, if you bring up Tatum, you got to force that ball over into someone else. Who's gonna be the second person besides Jalen? And you can't do Marcus because he wasn't playing that game. And then you see painting pictures trying to make some buckets and shit like that. And then my main man Naismith coming up with a few blocks during the whole game. He sprouts up out of fucking nowhere. So that's when you know there's some people on that bench that wants some extra minutes just in case the shit fails, and they gotta just put in that work. And it's their first experience. So I'm not gonna like let's say the physicality gotta come into play. But looking at who the hell that we just faced a 7-game series, and 2 days later we're facing y'all, and y'all got what, 4 days rest?
Yeah,
I was saying this in the
we haven't lost with 3 days rest.
Miami's got fresh legs comparatively speaking to Boston. Boston's had tough, like going into a 7-game series against Milwaukee and then playing full-on 45-minute basketball of team defense in Brooklyn for 4 straight games. They're working. They're absolutely working. This series leans, to me, like I picked Boston in 7. It leans more into the fresh leg category, where Miami is going to be the fresh leg because they didn't have to work nearly as hard as Boston had to. But like it's gonna be a 12-round boxing match. And you need to have your best guys. And like, I know Smart may not be 100%, but he needs to be out there because when they're switching off Tatum and Brown, Marcus Smart's the guy who also makes life difficult, because there's no way you can allow Jimmy Butler to have the scorched earth game that he has. And guess what? He could do it again and again, because he's been doing it all playoffs. Like, you have to have somebody who can make his life difficult. And Atlanta and Philly didn't have that guy.
Marcus Smart is basically our Dennis Rodman. Let's just put it that way. He's just a little small Dennis Rodman. That just wants to just throw his body out there, just making sure that he gets a steal, or make sure that you actually don't even get a disruptive rhythm or flow to your game and shit.
He's going to make sure your life is hard from their spot.
I think with that statement you just said was a reach, bro. I'm just saying, like that Dennis Rodman, bro.
Yeah, you heard me.
What is Marcus Smart the greatest at ever?
Look, it's all about his defense to me. I don't give a shit. No. Let me hear me out. I give a fuck about his defense because ever since day one when he came in, he always played with that never say die mentality and shit like that. I'm going to give him my all, even if I don't score no points. My defense is what's going to contribute to this team. So you got people like that.
Greatest at though.
That's not the point.
Dennis Rodman is a lockdown defender, and he's the greatest rebounder ever. Marcus Smart is a lockdown defender and the greatest mascot ever.
Yeah, I guess if you kind of want to say that, but
he's a mascot, bro. I mean,
we even got a little mascot up here for
He's the heart of the team, bro.
that.
He's the soul of the team. You feel me?
He's the heart and
You
soul
feel
of
me?
Boston.
Yeah, he's the heart of the team.
Tatum gets the buckets, and so does Jalen. You feel me? But Marcus Smart is the heart and soul of the team. You feel me? We've seen it. You know the way Udonis used to be for Miami back in the day. That's just how it is. But
yeah,
he's not Dennis Rodman. Don't do that. You can't do that to him.
he's our little Dennis Rodman. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you think about.
But he's the guy who's gonna help make Jimmy's life a little bit more difficult. And we don't live in this world where lockdown defenders keep guys to 15 points all the goddamn time. Because if you're great at scoring, you're gonna be scoring. I've seen Tony Allen get cooked for 50, so like it doesn't make a difference there. Yeah. But like elite defenders, their job is to make guys' lives hard. It's not necessarily to shut them down anymore. It's just to make them shoot inefficiently, take bad shots, pick up the dribble. Marcus Smart can do that. So they're going to need his help, especially when it comes to Jimmy. Al Horford, I don't see Al Horford being as big of an impact this series as he did last series, just as a body to help with Bam, because Time Lord needs time. He's not ready. He's not fully 100% ready yet.
He's a little out of shape.
Him playing only 28 minutes so far, had a great win. Good job out there. This first half was awesome, where he was just literally everywhere. And then the second half kind of caught up to him. That's where you need Horford.
Yep.
That's where you need Horford. Tice can't be that guy.
Well, and what you said before about fresh legs is going to be a problem for Boston because they're running 8 deep and we're running 9 deep. And
they were just in a 12-round boxing match. Now they have to go into another one.
Exactly. Like, and if they can't get no type of minutes from Dice, like both big men are gonna be gassed because it's just constant movement.
It's just constant movement, and you make life hard. But
that might have been what happened tonight because Boston played a really good first half. Like it's not like they played bad. They played a really good first half, and then it just kind of seemed like it just kind of got away from them.
They got lazy.
In the third.
The turnovers, the steals,
the turnovers.
Yeah, because that's when it started, and then
there was 3
Jimmy started getting going, Tyler started getting going, and then you got the foul troubles going to the free throw line, and like you can kind of see it dwindling away little by little as the minutes start dwindling down. Now it's like, hey, now you got to play from behind. Now you got to start chucking up threes. Sometimes it's either hits or misses. Now you just gambling with the shit. That's when you knew the game was about to be heat.
There was 3 straight possessions where they ran screens and tried to do high posts at the top of the key. And the second and I don't know why they're doing lazy bounce passes, but the second that bounce hit, Jimmy and Tyler were going through just poking that ball out for easy transition buckets. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't allow that to happen. That's why, like, we were recording already, and I was like, Ime needs to call a timeout. Like, I know you just came out of one like 3 minutes ago, but you need to call another one. And like, hey, why are we doing what are we doing? This is not Celtics basketball. This is lazy. This is not what we saw. Like, they didn't do this in Boston. They didn't in Milwaukee. They didn't do this in Brooklyn. Like, you got a team that's actively, literally, this is a mirror. You're playing yourselves. Yeah. This is a team that's going to be doing these things. Think about how you play basketball. They're going to do the same thing.
And we do it better.
That's not my spot to say.
No. We do it better. We do it better. We've been together for longer doing it like that. Like this is almost the same Heat team as 2 years ago, except we swapped out some pieces for better pieces. We upgraded some pieces. You feel me? Like, you know, Strus, we spoke about it. Strus and get sitting Duncan down. You feel me? Hopefully, you know,
Duncan Robinson next year do not play.
Yeah, DNP.
We may not see that man again.
I'm telling you, we're not going to see him in Miami. He's not going to be in a Miami jersey next year, bro. Yeah. You can't play no defense, bro. You got to go, bro. Because we're going to have to play Tyler soon.
Hey, Pat Riley's philosophy worked.
He's the Godfather, man.
Of course he is. The only thing I just wish for him was that he would have won a championship when he was the head coach of the Knicks. That's the only thing I think he could have been that top echelons. But
and every other Knick fan in the world wishes that would have
happened. I'm not even a Knick fan.
No, I know, but
Riley
fan. And every other
I was more of a Pat Riley fan more than a Knicks fan. I know Pat Riley like that's a slick shit motherfucker and shit like that. But
Godfather.
That's just me. But that's just me.
So we had a conversation on this week's episode of the pod talking about if Jason Tatum goes off the way he has the first 2 rounds, does he enter that top 5 best in the league room?
No.
After watching tonight's game, it almost feels like, should we apply that question to Jimmy Butler? Because if he keeps playing like this, I feel like he might be coming for Kawhi's head for that best two-way player in the league, especially since Kawhi hasn't
That's
played all year.
Relevancy, man. Relevancy.
But I mean,
Relevancy.
is Jimmy not playing like the best two-way player in the league right now, though?
I mean, we can say that because literally he's not playing. Kawhi's not playing. We were saying the same thing when KD wasn't playing. It was like, who's the best in the world? And everybody was like, Kawhi, because KD wasn't playing. You know what I'm saying? Yo, relevancy, man.
Last time we saw Kawhi play, he was giving the Mavericks
saw him airball a
fits.
game-winning shot. That's what I saw.
You're holding on to that because you wanted the Mavs to win that series. You wanted the Mavs to beat the Clippers, and they cannot beat them. I've been saying this for 3 years. They can't beat them.
That's all I saw.
They can't beat the Clippers. You want the Mavs to beat the Clippers, and they can't. I'm sorry, Mike.
I'm not saying Kawhi is not a top 5 player. I'm saying, does Jimmy enter that room? If he does this for 2 more series and is holding the trophy at the end of the playoffs,
would that thrust him into that conversation? Somewhat, but not a whole lot.
Nope.
You still don't think so? We gotta do it more.
Yo, bro, look.
He's still down there in the soil. He hasn't even sprouted up yet. Until we win the ring, that's when you sprout the fuck up. Kobe, other echelon that got 6 or 5 rings, they're all up there. They on the fucking tree.
Look.
Bro, sprouts still gotta grow, man.
Look, the only way Jimmy gets into top 5 category is if he goes back to back. Because if we win the championship this year, the story will be Atlanta in the first round, a broken Philly in the second round. We get to this round. I mean, Robert Williams is good right now. We hope he get better, but we don't know how the series is going to go. And then who knows how we get to the finals. They still going to talk about it was an easy path. He going to have to do it 2 years in a row to get that respect.
To solidify it, yeah.
There's no other way.
I don't know. All I know is if they get to the finals, it's got to be 2 finals in 3 years.
But people even thought him getting to the finals was in the bubble was a fluke.
Yeah.
They didn't want to give him that.
They didn't want to give him that, and now he's doing this again outside of the bubble. So that's why I'm like, I feel like he's kind of solidifying it right now. But I get your point, but I don't know, because I know if Jason Tatum does 40, those just ridiculous performances that he had coming into this, if he keeps doing that for another 10 games, people are going to want to put him in that upper echelon room. I already know that. So I'm just saying, if he gets outplayed by Jimmy Butler, who low-key has been doing the same thing, why does he not get that shine?
I think it's more so because Tatum is also like 23 years old.
There's
and
2
has
sides
so much more to go.
Too. Yeah.
So much more of a way to go. And then for him to do it at this age, like and he's got a resume in the playoffs based off of this year. He gets Kevin Durant the fuck out of here. He just bumped the defending champion, finals MVP, 2-time MVP, defensive player of the year the fuck out of here. And then you go, and if they can win this series against a tough Miami Heat team, like that's a legitimate resume.
And then have to probably face the Mavericks or the Warriors,
Steph or Luka.
If they have to face the Warriors and if he somehow figures out how to beat the Warriors, that is a tough trip.
That's looking at
a very tough trip, bro.
You're looking at his trajectory of his career, just like going from like, okay, he's here. No, he's here. Because he just took a massive, massive step.
Yeah, because that's the main thing. When we talk about how certain players won, right? We talk about the path of how they got there. And if you look at this path, if the Celtics win it all the way, this path, bro, is crazy.
Not an easy path.
You beat Brooklyn. You beat Milwaukee. You beat Miami. Like what? And then if you, because I want to say it's the Warriors, and then if you beat the Warriors, bro, that
Like,
path is sick.
and the Warriors are a team who, after 2 years having their dynasty somewhat end, get right back there. With Steph, with Clay, with Draymond, they just get beat by the next generation.
I can see the memes already.
Yeah, it's literally yeah.
It's going to be Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown with the heads of all the superstars they slayed on the way to the ring.
Yeah,
It's going to go crazy.
If Boston wins, man, if Boston wins, Boston is gonna be on fire. Yo, I would say Boston over the past 5 years has been crazy for Boston as a whole.
This is their third conference finals. Like,
no,
honestly, they need to win.
Not just basketball. I'm talking about Boston as a state. I mean, city as a whole.
I know.
With the
We're in
Sox
Boston's golden age.
And
I
the
know.
Patriots.
It's a horrible time to be alive.
It'd be crazy, y'all.
That's so much hate, bro, man.
That city has been crazy.
That's okay. Listen, it's been crazy since 2001 to all the way up to maybe now. So when I was 11, that's when it started for me. And I'm 32. So I've been around for
20 years.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, listen, man.
Sports greatness.
Listen, man. I had Stanley Cup. I had NBA Finals. I had what?
4 World Series since 2004.
A World Series and shit. Like, yeah.
Fucking Tom Brady never fucking losing. Like, I'm sick of Boston. I'm sick of it.
I'm too, but I like Jason Tatum a lot.
Then Mike's never going to drive up here to come visit me, man. You know, that's the only reason why he's saying this shit, because he knows that I love the fuck up here. Like, he ain't trying to take that drive up there. Like, yeah.
For what? Hey, man. I already been to that Trepid Stadium. You call Fenway.
What piece of shit stand do you have down there again? Oh, I forgot. You may not even know yours.
Yankee Stadium?
The cathedral of baseball, Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Scandal City.
It's cathedral.
Scandal City?
Steroid City, too. Why the fuck we got it?
Are we going to sit here and act like David Ortiz also didn't get busted for fucking steroids, but didn't come out and make a statement?
What was the last time that the Jets ever won? Wait, what was the last time that your Jets ever won?
We're talking about baseball. We're talking
so
about
for the
baseball and
steroids. Your Jets, you need to go.
We're talking about baseball and steroids.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
What do the Jets have to do with baseball and steroids?
Your Jets,
nothing.
Your
baseball and steroids.
And then you have a Nets finger back there too on top of that.
What does this have to do with baseball and steroids?
The fact
what
that
does this have to do about baseball and steroids? I don't understand, Blackhart. Please tell me what this has to do about baseball and steroids. And this has to do about baseball and steroids.
Blackheart, and y'all was sign stealing.
Jets is trash. And the Nets, they need a whole new makeover.
I'm still waiting.
And I just told you, your two teams
about what this have to do about baseball and steroids.
Oh, baseball and steroids, they go hand in hand, man.
I'm asking about this.
It's like people in crack.
And this have to do with baseball and steroids.
Because technically, your two teams back there is just very fucking destructive. Very fucking destructive. The same way like crack does. Crack
have I got an answer?
Your Jets and your Brooklyn Nets fans
people
back
at home.
there, it's crazy as fuck.
Humor me.
Yo.
Can you guys tell me what this and this have to do with baseball and steroids? Because to me, a basketball team and a football team have nothing to do with baseball and steroids. In the comments below, please tell me what's the direct correlation. Because I don't understand.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, I don't
but,
have.
There's
Go
the
ahead,
clip.
Reese.
There's the
I
clip.
yo, word. These guys know I haven't watched football in many years now. It's probably about 5-6 years now. I
But
stopped
you still
watching my.
follow it, right?
No, I don't. I don't. Fuck out of here. Don't even start
Good
that shit.
move. Good move.
Don't
Good
start
move.
that shit. Don't start it. But I was a diehard Patriots fan. I love Tom Brady, Wes Welker, and all them
He's a bad dad.
boys.
Fuck him.
But it's always been fuck the Red Sox for me because I'm a Yankees fan through and through. So I'm sorry. It's always been fuck the Red Sox. I grew up in Connecticut, so I'm New England too. But it's always been fuck the Red Sox. They ruined high school for me with winning that World Series, coming back and everything.
So
was
did your
terrible.
Yankees too, man. That's me in high school up here.
True. But
Yeah.
we the dark side, man.
This is how am I gonna say it? It's like Stone Cold versus The Rock. But wait a minute, wait, Poppy. How's that relatable to this? Right?
No, I understand that reference. I understand the Stone Cold and the Rock reference. I'm still trying to figure out how baseball and steroids correlate to basketball team and football team.
Unless y'all have any more wrap up, can I get some? We got predictions for game 2?
Miami takes game 2.
Ooh.
Miami's going to protect home court, and I think Boston's going to take home court.
That's not a hot take, but nah, I agree. I agree. I mean, I think for real. It's not a hot take because I feel just like what Dylan was saying earlier. I feel like both teams are gonna hold home court, but I think Miami will be the first to lose at home, but win the series. You're muted, French.
He said 5. He's going with his Heat
I know.
5.
I know. I was muted. I said we gonna lose game 5.
Oh, we lose game 5.
Yeah, we're gonna. That's the home. That's the home game we lose, but we win in 7. This game 2 coming up. It all depends on if Smart comes back. Smart comes back. We probably win by 8 or 9. No Smart. I think 17-18. Miami wins.
That's a good prediction because Boston if they come off of 2 straight home wins out of the Garden, they're gonna be hot.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense. Boston playing in TD gives them energy, man, and that's literally why they won Game 7.
Yeah.
Because they had that momentum from Game 6.
Yeah.
No, Game 5 in Milwaukee.
I'll go with the Heat. I'll go with the Heat in 2, and we'll win game 3 and 4 at home.
Wow.
5, 6, and 7 will be coin flips.
Wow.
Yeah.
It can be anyone's game as far as those last 3 games is concerned.
Yeah, honestly, I don't mean to cut you off. I really think we can still win in Boston too. If we still win in Boston, then
wouldn't surprise me.
I will say the same. Yeah, I will say the same thing for us too. Like, if we can still win in Miami, this is all back going to go to a game 7.
If you guys steal Game 3 or 4,
it will be a dogfight to the
5-game
very
series.
end.
It's over.
Yeah, it will be a dogfight until the very end. Is what I'm envisioning out of this.
I think you need Smart and Horford back to really see a difference, bro. I think just one of them back doesn't really make a difference, but with Smart and Horford
if they run back
that's
this
lineup
lineup and Tatum has like 2 turnovers and not 7,
yeah,
we can see a different finish. But they got to cut that out.
Yo, Tyler Hero has changed again.
Theo just can be driving into the lane, and then you see an extra boy right there about to pick you right there, and then you still try to squeeze through them. It's not going to work every time.
It's uncomfortable for him though. It's too.
They're also not leaving the corner open. They're rotating and closing out, so it's not going to be like in Milwaukee where they're going to get that open shot.
Yeah, so he's going to have to really scope out the court before he even makes his move, so he knows.
Grant Williams ain't going to be able to have that game again. Grant Williams is going to be held.
The only time when he'll have that game is if he's doing his shit at home. That's the only way that he'll ever have that replica game like that. it's only if he plays at home. Away games, Grant Williams don't play well.
Well, they left him open.
Well, that's been the whole story of the playoffs. The role players do not play good on the road.
They never do.
All playoffs. The role players have been terrible at home, and terrible on the road, great at home. It was like that with the Philly role players until Danny Green, I think,
it's been like that till the beginning of time.
Yeah, man.
Every championship team, their role players never really play great on the road.
The championship teams are the ones where the role players show up on the road. For real. And that's you gonna see. See, my boy Max Drew's about to put 40 on your noggin in Boston, bro. he remembers when y'all cut him. You feel me?
Wake me up when it actually does matter. When it's like Game 4, when they
my boy gonna hit 10 threes at the TD Garden, and then he gonna go sit on Lucky. You feel me?
Yeah, right. You ain't gonna be pulling no Kyrie shit like that, man. And that's the only reason why Kyrie got that bad aura in that building.
Nah. Kyrie wasn't disrespectful enough. I mean, like, he's just gonna really sit on your boy. You feel me?
All right, so one of these days, if I ever go to MSG, I'm gonna just take a big spit on the parquet floor, right in the middle of that logo, just for y'all.
Go ahead.
You'll be doing me a favor.
The only Knicks fans is me and Mike. Frenchie is not.
Well, I'm normally targeting Mike with that one though, because he knows how I feel about the Knicks.
Which is sad because I seem
so he knows. So that's the only reason why I still poke holes in them because of that.
Yeah, F the Knicks.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck the Knicks.
Find James Dolan's ass, man, because he ain't doing nothing for y'all.
Sell the team, James. James Dolan, sell the team.
Get rid of him.
Trade RJ.
Sell it, man.
He's gonna sell it to his son. That's it. It's gonna stay within the family. It's not gonna go.
Yo, hold on. So, like, as Knicks fans, like, do you plan to like pass that down to like children? Because that's that's a cruel act.
Yo, we're not gonna do this.
That's a very cruel act.
French, you want me to start, bro? You want me to start? I don't think you want me to start pressing, bro.
I'm here, brother.
It's just crazy.
Press his ass like a push-up.
We are talking about the NBA playoffs, and the Knicks are not here. So
you're right.
I got another clip.
Oops. Sorry.
I just got another clip.
Let's say you're right.
Yeah, my fault about that.
Oh God, no, man.
But Golden State and Mavericks. Listen, sorry, folks. Steph Curry, he's not. Listen, I know y'all love Luka. I know you love Luka. The Big Mike, but come on. You can really gonna go against
that series
like
can go
that.
one of two ways. It's either gonna get packed up early or it's gonna go 7.
And people are already saying like, "Oh, Luka's really about to thrash the Warriors." So I was like, I sat back. I'm like, this is gonna be another 7-game thing too. Like, this is not gonna end well for both teams. They're gonna be fatigued the fuck out. This is gonna be one of those moments, man. Like, this is gonna be one of those series that you need to watch from beginning to end. And every single game, it's like must-see TV now because Luka versus Steph. But Dallas right now, even though that you got Jason Kidd as a head coach, and he's been doing a phenomenal job with those guys, but I might betting my money against pretty boy, babyface killer.
Well, I mean,
worry,
that's
we'll
the
be
consensus.
here every night.
I know we'll be here every night. So,
well, fortunately, there's other shit I gotta do in the next few nights, so I'm gonna be occupied.
Yeah,
So
we'll be here every night to recap. So we'll be having a good old time talking about what's happening in those series. So stay tuned, fellers.
Stay tuned. I mean, I'm good. I do have the Celtics winning the next game because I think this is going to be a back and forth series.
Might just try to get on my good side. That's it.
Just mad that I was coming at his Titans earlier. That's all.
Yeah, y'all really.
Ryan Tannehill fucking stinks.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna get this started again.
That's why you lose game 2 at home. Did you just see the performance we just put on, bro? You talking about we gonna lose game 2 at home? What's wrong with you, man?
Yo, Mike.
Who's gonna do it? You think Pritchard's gonna beat us?
Yo, Frenchie.
No, I
now,
think
you see,
Jaylen Brown's
I was
gonna
rooting for
play
your team to win game 2 because I already know how this thing was going to play out with home field advantages and shit. He's over here trying to get on my good side, going and putting it on my team, thinking that you're going to have Jaylen Brown going to try to come up with a 30-piece tomorrow.
I think Jaylen Brown is going to play a lot better next game.
I think Jaylen
Well,
Brown.
we better hope and pray that Marcus Smart end up coming back, and at least Horford comes back for game 3 instead of game 4 instead.
Yo, Jaylen Brown's gonna put up 30 in the next game on 30 shots. Oh God.
Oh my gosh.
Mike is just catching strays.
30 on
Mike,
30.
Mike's
I'm
just
just
existing
sitting here-
and he's just catching
I'm
it.
just sitting here trying to host, trying to moderate, and just
I'm
taking
saying,
shots
Big
at the
Mike.
Knicks, taking shots at the Titans.
Taking shots taking shots at the Nets, taking shots at the
brought
Jets.
everybody
God
here
knows what.
together to have a nice forum conversation. It's whatever.
Hey, we all
Y'all
agreed
go
that
to
the
hell.
Titans
Y'all
stink,
go to
though,
hell.
so that's great.
Y'all all go to
The
hell.
Titans, listen,
See,
man,
y'all-
the Titans fucked up with that AJ Brown trade. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell were y'all thinking
I
about letting
don't
him
wanna
go
talk
like
about it. I
that?
don't wanna talk about it.
Y'all really
I
got to
don't
let
wanna
Ryan
talk about
Tannehill play quarterback.
Seriously.
Yo,
He's got to be throwing to Treylon Burks.
Oh,
About
all
to
day.
realize, Mike, you're about to suffer what Miami suffered for 8 years.
With no receivers, Tannehill's going to be out here
where
just.
you think you have a quarterback, but you really don't.
Hey, yo, Mike, don't feel bad. Jacksonville got it worse.
No, they're. I think they're better.
But that's still taking a shot at
Nah.
Warren from another podcast, though, so he knows how I feel about them too.
Tannehill's going to be
Y'all
throwing
all in one
all
state.
these
Y'all
passes.
all gonna get the same shot together.
It's gonna be like when Tannehill faced us and he didn't have his wide receivers except every game. It's gonna be great. You're gonna see how terrible he is. You better hope Derrick Henry don't hurt himself again.
Yo, Mike, man, you might need to break that jersey, dog.
We have the
might need to
best
break
running
that
back
damn
in
jersey.
football. We have the best running back in football, and we have a good defense. That's all I need.
You have an okay defense, and if Derrick Henry gets hurt, y'all are in trouble because you don't got Deontay Foreman anymore. So,
ding ding.
Yeah, that was a mistake, also.
But you paid Tannehill. Great job.
Fill up with that, Mike.
Actually, you paid all the old New England guys, and we just re-signed all of them for like veteran
nothing.
You know what I mean? Now they about to ball out for us.
Remember when the Titans signed like the bum Patriot cornerbacks, and then you had Logan Ryan and Malcolm Butler together, and they were
Logan
awful?
Logan Ryan was not awful.
He was not good.
He was small though. He was small.
Good.
Malcolm Butler
was never good.
He left a lot to be desired, but
hey,
he got paid because of the Super Bowl play, and bailed out by Bill Belichick's the rest of the defense because he was
and you
never
wanted
good.
to snatch him up from. We went and paid Stephon Gilmore.
He was never good.
Yeah, y'all made a good come up with that.
That was a good signing.
Y'all went and got a really good corner and made him great. I'll give you that.
Belichick, you fucked up with that one, buddy. But yeah, that's the
Titans thing.
Titans.
Yeah, all right. So if that's the end of the we can just wrap it up right here. I'm not doing
this
on the ball.
Y'all ain't shit. Brooklyn, get rid of Kyrie, bitch ass. Y'all already know how the fuck I feel about his weak ass.
So we can have a whole show on Kyrie because
fine, trade Kyrie to the Bucks.
No, that makes it better. No,
yeah, he would be a god.
I just want to see a little reaction to that.
He'd be a god over there.
We all went, no.
Trade Kyrie to the Bucks.
That's bad for y'all. Y'all are in the Eastern Conference.
Oh my god, Kyrie!
Y'all can cap the cancer over there.
He's really good at basketball.
This fucking weak ass league.
He's really good at basketball.
He's a cancer. Same way like Russell Westbrook is a cancer to any team that he goes.
Not a cancer, bro.
Kyrie, the Kyrie hate is so overblown.
Kyrie
Boston.
is
Remember, Kyrie packed y'all the fuck up last year.
We're not gonna do this with Kyrie,
dude. He barely even did shit for us when he was in the fucking Celtics uniform. Get the fuck out of here.
He was injured.
He really didn't do anything.
He really didn't do anything. So why the fuck did we trade for that bitch?
Because he was injured and he seen how y'all did IT. You feel me?
That's
Boston
media's
never been a fan of him.
Danny Ainge, okay? Now that's on him. We got
Danny Ainge sucked.
And he's out of
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And now he's dealing with Utah.
Yo,
and now
I say
you know
that.
what the fuck happened with them over there.
Fuck Danny Ainge. Two times.
I'm not a fan of Danny Ainge either.
You know
Because
my
he
boy
did
Pat
do
got
IT
mad
dirty.
smoke for Ainge.
The only
he
thing I
did
got
IT
thanked
dirty,
him
bro.
for was Tatum and Brown. That's it. Thanks, Ainge. That's what we really need for right now. Thank you.
Well,
for
really,
leaving
you
us
should be
the
thanking
future
Billy
over
King.
here.
You should be thanking
No,
Billy King
actually,
for
I
that.
gotta be thanking you Nets fans
Yeah,
too.
Billy
Because
King.
y'all stupid ass
Billy
fan
King's
was one who
dumbass
changed
did
the
that.
picks.
I'm telling you, to this day, whenever I see Billy King, it's on site. If I ever run into Billy King in the streets, it's on site.
For real, bro.
I will run up on him and punch him in his face. They literally made a rule saying that you can't trade multiple first round picks like back to back because of that motherfucker. I will punch you, Billy King.
Bad.
If I ever see you on the street, it's a wrap. All set.
Cheers to that.
Bomb ass Billy King. It's on site.
Oh,
I want the smoke.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect bookmark to leave this on. Dylan wants to smoke.
Dylan, put the Street Profits gif.
Tannehill's a bum. Anthony's still
bum.
running.
Anthony's a bitch.
Anthony's still running because he's definitely pretty sure he could have been on this, but look,
Anthony's missed 2 pods in a row.
It's neither here or there. He's got all week, so we'll see. We'll see how much he shows up to all week. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Like the fella said, like Dylan said, me and Dylan, one of us will be here after all these conference finals games for the rest of the playoffs. I'll be running pre-game shows for the finals. We're gonna have special guests like Blackhart and French. I know French is pretty much gonna be here for a while. As long
French
as
ain't going nowhere.
I told you, bro.
Breathing, French is gonna
I'm booked through the finals, bro. I'm booked through the finals. I'm gonna be here every day. Every Heat game.
Every Heat game, we're gonna have our Heat correspondent.
Let me talk about shit.
Follow us. I do thank Blackheart because I know he is busy.
Appreciate you coming on, brother.
We might get you again for another one of these Celtics games, depending on how the days line up. We'll see. But
it's Thursday. Thursday's the next game, right?
Can't do, what's today? Tuesday. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be busy Thursday, right?
All I gotta do is WrestleNary that night, the AEW Tag Team Edition. So we got ladies' night for that night. We got
I'll be in the crowd.
We got Maddie. We got Maddie and Courtney. Top Row Squishy and Midwest Mark, shout out to them and shit like that. Taking on Charcy, your opponent, for the OTTR title next week.
That I'm gonna win.
And a special guest that's gonna be coming on the show and shit like that. So it's gonna be real entertaining. Deuce, put the lotion down when she comes on stage. That's a fair fucking warning, bro. Listen. That's all I gotta say about that.
French, go ahead. You got it.
You already know. Miami in 7. Fuck Ryan Tannehill.
Yo.
Feel me? I appreciate y'all having me. I'm gonna be here every episode. You already know. Actually, you know what? It might be shorter than we think because Miami might sweep these niggas. So you already know. Feel me? But we gonna be here. Speak on it. You heard?
My man Breezes. I hate Anthony's guts too.
Yo, man. This has been the most funniest fucking post game I've ever been a part of with the fuck Ryan Tannehill being
just ain't shit, bitch.
Slander.
It's been the topic, and we're talking about NBA post game, and we're saying fuck Ryan Tannehill. Yo, hilarious.
Bum ass nigga. Fuck the Jets.
Oh, man. But stay tuned, man. We're gonna be here every post game for the conference finals all the way into the NBA finals, and I hope to be here for every game. But we as a whole, we're gonna be here for every game.
The mad producer.
Appreciate all the listeners. Blackheart, French. Welcome anytime. This has been a blast. I'm still trying to figure out baseball team steroids basketball team, football team, but hey,
They go
maybe,
hand in hand.
maybe somebody at home will be able to tell me what's up. I don't know. I think I'm a relatively smart guy and I can't figure it out. Fuck Anthony. He's a sneaky bitch. Still running from us 2 pods in a row. We're gonna find you. You're active in the chat, pussy boy. Underscore podcast poppy underscore on all platforms, Instagram, Twitter. Thank you all for listening. All this stuff's gonna be up right away, so appreciate you.
Yes, thank you to Twitch for streaming this live for us. All of our platforms, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Like we said, we're going to be on here every night. We are probably going to be on YouTube and Facebook Live streaming definitely for the finals. Working on it for these conference finals. Haven't decided yet if we're going to pull that trigger. But yeah, follow us. Follow me on the socials. IAM underscore MBJ on all the socials. Follow the Speak On It podcast on all the socials. Yeah, man, this is literally only night 1 and it's already been crazy. So all I can say is just buckle up. This is gonna be a long ride. And yeah.
The Heat get 7. Celtics. Symbolism, bitch.